Assalamu alaikum beautiful people. Here is the tutorial of how I create my digital art. This video was requested a lot of times as a few videos of mine on TikTok kind of blew up and people requested on how I create it. So here is the tutorial for it. And I must say that there may be some loopholes in the whole process, as this is my first ever try on giving a tutorial from a mobile phone or a screen. So feel free to ask anything in the comments and I'll be happy to help. First off, you gotta download the application for it, that is IBISPAINT X from App Store or Google Play Store. I have already downloaded it, so I'll just open it straight away. In my gallery you can find your recent creations of digital art. These are mine, and to start a new one you can just tap on the plus icon to import the picture. But first you can just choose the size of your canvas. You can just scroll and increase its width and height as you just prefer, and then you'll get a clean canvas. From here, these are some more functions of the whole application that I will suggest later on. I like checking the pen first before I even import the picture into the canvas, so that I can see the pen is clear or not. So this was clear enough. You can increase or decrease the size of the canvas using two fingers to zoom in and zoom out. And another thing is that you can double tap to undo an action or a brush stroke, and triple tap to redo it. Now to import a picture you have to click on this icon from down there and a camera icon. Now move into selecting your picture and adjust its size as well, and also adjust the layers. Your picture should be on the first layer and the remaining work will be done on the above layers. So this is layer 1 and this is layer 2. Increase or decrease the size using two fingers. These are the brushes you can use. There are 300 brushes that you can pick from, and they are just locked, and you can unlock them watching a 30 seconds ad. So you can also add your favorite brushes in the custom section by clicking on the plus icon given by every brush. Here, for more stability, you can also click on the force fade or the stabilization scroll, and you can see the difference already. Your strokes will be very clear and will have sharper ends as well. I really like that in outlining my images, so I'll use that here as well. So let's start outlining the image on the second layer. Always work on the second layer so that whenever you want to erase or redo any part of your work, you will not be erasing the actual image. So I'm just outlining every little detail where I think it can create a better 3D looking digital art. I think we'll have to fast forward this step. You know how to outline everything, so we'll just fast forward from here. So I just wanted to show the cute little bow and braids, how I did the outlining of them from here, and then we'll just skip on to the next step. So now when the outlining is done, we'll just add another layer by clicking on the plus icon. You can move the layers up and down as well. Now we just have to fill in the colors. You can hold on to the screen and the color picker will just pick a color, and you can simply fill in the areas you want the color to be in. To make the image more detailed and to reduce the amount of effort we have to put in, I just start off by filling in the colors as they are shown in the picture. Like, I'll not do the shadows later on, but I'll do them right away. So let's just skip to the next part where we have done the filling in of the colors. It's just simple as that. The color that you see below in the image, you just have to pick the color and fill in the area. That's it. Moving on to the slippers and then the pants as well. I often do not paint the background, but in this image I think the bench is looking really good and will look good in the digital art too, so I'm doing it as well. Just filling it in, picking the colors and filling it in just like we did the images. At this point, when we are done with filling everything in, we'll just add another layer that will lie on the second layer and fill the background white. I'm using the biggest brush available and just coloring it white. That is me in supersonic form. Now you just want to add some more detailing into your image. You will just use the scroll button to reduce the visibility of the drawing you just made so that you can see the original image and the detailing it has, and just trace everything down and draw whatever you see underneath. This will give you a very realistic digital drawing and you'll be happy with how it turns out. I'm just adding some details of the jeans fabric and the creases. Just pick a darker shade and start filling in. Always make sure you keep a track of how things are going on underneath the painting, like in the original image, so that you know that you're not messing up. You don't have to add too many detailing if you're doing minimal art, so just keep a note and keep a track of the main parts of it. I undo the brush stroke again and again just to make sure that I get the perfect start and end of the brush stroke that I want to get on the image. You can just see I'm redoing and undoing the brush stroke again and again so that I can have that one perfect sketch. Make sure that the shades you're creating and the detailing you're adding have a pointy end so that they look realistic and do not look like they have been just drawn over the image randomly. Adding slightest bit of these details will give a very realistic and 3D look to your image. Again, I'm reducing the visibility of the drawing and just getting a hint of what is going on underneath it in the original image and getting the shades on the skin right. For the hair part, you just have to create one darker undertone and keep on adding some lighter streaks to show the hair strands and the light falling on them. You might have to experiment everything and redo and undo things so that you can see what actually looks good instead of getting it the most realistic form of way. I really love doing the hair and how they turn out after putting the streaks into them. And that cute little bow, we should not forget that too. We are just almost there, adding some shadows into it. And the final thing I do is put in my name somewhere in the picture. And that's how I create my digital art using IBISPAINT X. You can save the image as a PNG. You can also save the process video of the whole thing, and that's it.